Hi, welcome to Attainable Green. I'm Jess, and today we're going to do a September update on my orchids. So this month has been full of spikes, buds, and sheaths. My Neostylus loose Neri has finished blooming. The spike has dried, and I'll be cutting off the spike. I'll also be repotting this plant so that it'll be nice and clean when I bring it inside. Two of my Oncidiums are in spike. The Oncidium Siku Marguerite is starting to branch, and the Oncidium Twinkle is also starting to branch. My Dendrobium Tobens is in spike. It's slowly starting to form, and I'm really excited because I know the flowers are very unusual looking. My Laelia Santa Barbara is in spike, and it's starting a new growth. I know that the spike tends to be very long, so I know I have a long wait ahead. The new growth is pushing along very nicely. Right now, it's a deep purple color, but I know that the color will change as it matures. My Psychopsis has started pushing on its new growth, and it's so exciting. It's been growing so fast, and hopefully the second growth will also continue to grow. My Epicattleya Siam Jade has a new growth that's maturing very fast. I think this might start to bloom twice a year instead of once a year. My BLC Waianae Leopard crossed with LC Jalapa is starting a new growth. It's really exciting because there's new roots starting to form as well. My Phal philippinensis and my Phal schilleriana are growing new leaves. My Miltoniopsis and my Zygopetalums are growing new growths, and they're slowly maturing. I think with the weather cooling down, it will really start to take off. Most of my Phals are growing new leaves and roots. I don't think it's going to spike just yet. My Epidendrum stanfordianum is starting a new growth, and it's really exciting to see. My Encyclia prismaticarpa is also starting a new growth, and I think it's starting something else too, but I'm not quite sure. My Laelia preparata is also starting a new growth. The Dialalia snowflake northland is maturing its newest growth. My Dendrobium touch of gold is starting to grow new roots after the previous roots got munched on by snails, so hopefully it will still be able to mature and grow strongly. The Kiki on my Dendrobium anosmon is slowly growing. The roots are starting to extend, but it still has a long way to go before I have to detach it. My Dendrobium officinale had two Kikis, but sadly one of them rotted away. My Dendrobium parisi is still growing its newest cane. There's still leaves growing, so I know that it's not done with its growing season yet. Even though there aren't any flowers in my collection this month, I'll show you some from the orchid show that I recently went to last week. This is a small international orchid show, and it was really cool to see some species that I've never encountered before. I still consider myself pretty new to orchids, so I know that there's going to be a huge amount of orchids that I've never seen before. And that's the exciting part about this hobby, is that you can always find something new. There were large Frillicattleyas available. There were Zygopetalums, there were Miltoniopsis, there were lots and lots of Phals. Not only were there complex Phals available, but there was also species ones, and I was really tempted to get some, but I had to hold back. There was also a wall of Dendrobiums, and Arangus, and Chilocistas, I think it's called. Those leafless orchids with beautiful roots and beautiful flowers. Not only were there orchids for sale, there was also air plants, succulents, and cacti. At the show, I really fell in love with the Dendrobium Victoria Reginae. And as much as I wanted them, I don't know if I have the environment suited to grow them well. So I'm going to hold off and maybe get a hybrid down the road, but for now, they're just so beautiful, I just can't stop admiring them. At the show, there were also vendor exhibits that were judged, and it was really cool to see how they displayed all these orchids. Each one had a very distinct personality and look to them. Some focused on Phals, some focused on Cattleyas, and some on very interesting species. I really enjoyed the unique species displayed at the Andes Orchid exhibit. I think I'm really drawn to this vendor because I really love the unique approach he takes towards species. And it really showcases the wide range of what orchids can look like. I had a great time at the show, and I know that there are more shows coming up. And I can't wait to experience what show season is like in Southern California. There was so much to see at this show, I just couldn't capture it all, but I hope I gave you a glimpse into what an orchid show can look like. Well, that's it. Thank you so much for watching. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. Subscribe to my channel, Attainable Green, for all the latest updates, and hit the bell so you never miss a beat. Bye!